Friday Night Blitz is sponsored by your local Fairway food store.
Welcome in to Friday Night Blitz. I'm Raina Garcia, joined by Jake Bren. Jake, our game of the week is a matchup you are very familiar with. Not only is this a rivalry, but both teams are very, very good.
Yeah, Indianola and Norwalk are both ranked in the top 10 and sit at 4-1, with both of their losses coming against defending champs Lewis Central. This rivalry is much bigger than just tonight, though. The winner will get bragging rights in Warren County and the Little Hawkeye Conference. Indianola and Norwalk are only 15 miles apart, but until Indianola joined the Little Hawkeye Conference in 2016, this Warren County rivalry game wasn't even played. But you wouldn't be able to tell by watching.
We play them in everything, so it's a really competitive rivalry. I know it carries on throughout the rest of the year.
There's a little bit of hatred back and forth, but it's a good play.
20 minutes away, 15 minutes away, we kind of grew up with some of these kids playing them in different sports, and you know, it's just always kind of that inter-county rivalry.
This game isn't played like most other games.
You're a little meaner, a little more grumpy, because it's, yeah, you know you're going to be playing a real tough team, and you kind of want to go hit them in the mouth.
I really don't like how they don't play that physical. I think we're a way more physical team than them.
It definitely gets chippy, especially on the field. There's definitely some talking going on and stuff, but at the end of the day, usually we can shake hands and move on to the next sport, whatever it is.
There's more on the line than just bragging rights. This is a district game. Only 2 teams from each district will make state, and this district has 4 top 10 teams. So this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Last year, Norwalk beat Indianola, and the Indians had to win out to make state.
Last season, our seniors were very upset. We thought we were going to go undefeated that season, and you know, seeing that, I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to lose to an in-district team.
Coach P always refers to it as we're kind of in our second season. We're starting district play, so every game just means a little more.
Our goals are to make it to the Dome, and we know that we got to go a week at a time, but Norwalk's the next game on our schedule, and if we want to win a district title, we're going to have to beat Norwalk on Friday night.
I think we consider this game a district championship.
There's county and conference bragging rights with state hopes on the line. It truly doesn't get much bigger than that.
But one of the things that we talk about with our kids is, you know, you sign up to play football because you're going to play in big games, and this is just another example of that.
Something our coach talked about was he doesn't want them, when we beat them in basketball, he doesn't want them to say, let's play football. So we want to come in knowing we're going to kick their butt in every single sport, especially football.
Let's go to our game of the week. Norwalk running out of the tunnel in their white uniforms with the gold helmets. I had a friend text me, looks like Notre Dame is playing LSU, and it really does. There's the Indians, and they are up 3-0 in the first quarter, and Landon Hookstein lofts one way up in the air. You can barely see it, and it's brought in by Keeler Rodman, and they said he was out. It wasn't a touchdown, but it doesn't matter. Hookstein finishes the job. Warriors go up 7-3. Indians bounce back in the first quarter. Bennett Brick, a name we've heard a lot, connects to Drew Kingery. Had a story on him earlier this year, and he goes all the way. Touchdown. Indians go up 10-7. This one was so back and forth. I get all my steps in. Hookstein drops back to pass. Doesn't find anyone, but he finds a pocket in the defense, and he extends into the end zone. His second rushing touchdown of the day, 14-10 Norwalk. And I told you we'd see Brick and Kingery again, and Brick finds Kingery inside the 5. He dives in, fumbles the ball, but they said he was in, which he was. Touchdown, Indians. Now another Brick to Kingery connection. Brick finds him on the screen pass, but this time Kingery's gonna throw, and he finds Will Shivers wide open. Touchdown, Indianola. They win 45-33, and they get bragging rights in pretty much every way possible.
It was a great game of the week. Well, let's talk a little bit about game of the week for week 8. Voting is now open. We don't have many of these left, folks, so this is your chance to get your team featured. Here are the choices for week 8. Ankeny Centennial versus Southeast Polk, Urbandale versus Waukee, Algona versus Ballard, and Van Meter versus ACGC. Have until next Friday at 7 p.m. to vote, and we'll reveal the winner right here on Friday Night Blitz. Over in Adel, the battle of the undefeated teams. ADM hosting Creston. ADM's Ryland Stein-Smith tries to get the Tigers on the board, passing to Brevin Dole, but Creston is there. Cale Turner with the interception. But after that, it's all Tigers in the first half. Dole gets his redemption, catching the pass this time to take it straight home. And the home team on the board first, 7-0. And ADM stays strong. This time, Aiden Flora taking the snap, faking a pass, and throws it off the Panther defense. The Tigers up another 7. Flora and Dole, the dream duo tonight. Dole is going to get the third ADM TD after working the team downfield, and that's going to take the Tigers up to 20. And guess what? There'll be more. Flora hands off to Dole the next time around. Creston's defense puts up a fight, but Tigers make it in. And Flora would take it in for a 2-point conversion after that. And the game's 28-0 at the half. Creston eventually gets on the board, but they take their first L of the season. The final here, 38-7. Well, we're going to take a quick timeout, but when we come back, Des Moines North is off to its best start in over 2 decades. Find out what's been the driving force in their success this season.